care for a
Eivor!
wolf-kissed. Gaze upon my...
They are not, Brother.
Even after draining so much...
Maybe later, Brother.
Eivor! Care for a challenge?
Eivor!
Still waiting for...
Brought Lurid to his knees and let Oswald hold him for trial. I could hardly believe my ears either. It was Oswald's wishes.
Yes, that's it. As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive. Impressive. Here as promised. Now go it.
Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right? I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll.
you can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's... You're very strong.
You're very large.
For this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you. Not the law.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come. Join me. Friends, honored guests. We've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without risk. I came to see that all qualities of a man worthy to be king.
To Oswald! Skull!
Skull!
Skull! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all!
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You! Always getting in the way! East Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What is done, is done.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that alliance. I should find Finir, say goodbye before I leave. Brodir.
Eivor, you will be missed.
I gave you a few good memories to keep.
That you did.
Take care of your king, Brodir. He'll need you in the years to come.
The old soft heart has guts. Strange I never saw it until now.
This.
Will you not stay a moment longer, Eivor?
I should not linger. My Banner folk await my return.
I understand.
Take care, Valdis. You fought well and won yourself a worthy king.
I did, didn't I? Take care, Eivor.
Brodir, Oswald is in your hand.
Aye, Eivor.
I will, friend.
A dream come true, like none other. Thank you for everything, from the bottom of my heart.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, but now my heart burns.
Glory cares not for age,
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news. Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting? Rowan.
Ah, Eivor. How's the day, my friend? Guthban. Nothing comes to mind.
It is not a question of should.
Ah, is it a horse?
No, it's,
A lover?
No, Rowan, it's no one.
You came here to ask me about no one.
Thank you for your time. Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream with...
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from covering.
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by...
Philly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation. Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me. But when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush.
Painting, Rowan.
You see? Such willful...
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life, and you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of her often when lacking the proper tools. I have made use of no...
You cut off my horse's tail to me...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with...
Be quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Thus the reality of...
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without as the horse's value has the...
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you? Good. Then return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, it's so rich.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger,
I almost envy him.
Let's not walk too far without...
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker. Some interesting news.
Good for Ceolbert.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away.
I had not heard, no. And how—
It has been rough on her.
Randvi, are you well?
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough.
Not until you tell me what is—
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped.
I cannot help you with your life just now.
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget it. We could take a ride to Grantebridge.
That sounds lovely. Now, what was it you needed?
Randvi, take a break.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not? Stretch your—
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Follow me. We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the Longhouse.
We'll need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. Please, Eivor.
Right.
Eivor! What does you think?
Let's go. Make for the dock!
Please, Eivor. Not a long ship.
Right.
life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here.
I must be careful now.
Here!
This water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to.
Wait here a moment. I'll be back.
All right.
We can go. Wait here a moment. I'll be back. We can go.
My poor whales. God, why did you send so much vermin?
And here we are. Welcome to grantebridge. We should make our way to the longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Well, is that it? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Ravi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Wood there. Only now, in times of trouble...
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of Söld. They attack all merchants who travel here by river.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long. So what will
We can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the...
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid. The bandits are camped on the river, he said, east of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Ranvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from your table for a day, and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? Always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us.
We will help Magni and clear these bandits, but do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantebridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home, Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse, and if your thirst remains, we'll look around. Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And...
She's here somewhere.
Eivor! Over here! Look at this!
Oh! Someone is thirsty.
What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus table maiden.
Ranvi, we can do better than table maiden.
Mead queen, then.
I should keep my head clear.
A shame, because we aren't leaving until you take me on. Come on, what do you say?
All right.
Beautiful.
Radley's done you better. Focus!
Any more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the meat.
So
more than satisfied. After just what? It's a sunken tower near a waterfall. Close. It's near the highest point.
All right.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh.
Leaving already? Well, I do hope to see you again. Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank... Safe travels.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Ranvi, Slayer of Bandits, Breaker of Hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described this tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest. I was wondering something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close very quickly. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean... Did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
I'm going to pretend your last words were taken by the wind, Randvi.
If you must. Look there! That must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built? Hundreds of winters ago. Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work. Well, well. Look at this. A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior, a Jomsviking.
I think so too.
Or faced each other on the field of battle.
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream and...
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do...
It may be the mead, it may be the air, but there is no need to apologize.
I am sober enough.
Randvi, I do wish that I...
Of course, yes. I was foolish too. Let this be a dream then. A moment that never happened but in our minds. I would not wish you to see me so weak as that.
You need feel no shame. This stays between us. And at worst...
More than enough for me. I would
like that. Randvi? Must have returned to the settlement.
Oswald.